Okay guys, this whole playlist will be totally dedicated to one thing, and that is image uploading in Django, because a lot of beginners are kind of confused with that. So to achieve that option, we're gonna use CK Editor, which is one of the best solutions out there when you're working with Django. And not just that you're gonna have option to upload images, you will also have option to turn this into blog or website, because our front end can accept text and not just images. So yeah, you can do that too, but focus here is on images. So for front end, I'm going to use Bootstrap 4, very simple and beautiful solutions that is extremely useful when you are doing some kind of prototypes and stuff like that. So yeah, I do have image categories here. You can, if you don't need it, drop that, but you know, I like to concatenate models. Because if you don't do that, maybe you will have like a shallow knowledge how models work with each other. So yeah, that's the reason why I have categories. Anyway guys, the primary stuff here is a photo link, and that's pretty much it. That's the representation of last two images I have. Well, I have only two in this case on my listing. So how our backend is looking like? Well, just classic on Django administration, nothing custom. You have option to add categories, like let's do that right here, like a new cut and save, and there you go. Also, if you click on categories, there you go, you have it. And the most important thing is photos models. So here we can click on add photo, we can say for example new image, and we can upload image, and not just image but also text, but I'm gonna be focused on images right here. So let's click here to add something from my I don't know, desktop. So what we need to do is we need to go to upload and choose that specific file somewhere on my machine. Let me find something, just a second, like that image, and open, and I need to send that to server. I'm gonna change aspect ratio because I can, and here you can define border and horizontal and vertical space around image. So when you click on OK, there you go, you have your image, and here you can set specific date and time, but just you can also leave it because date and time will be automatically grabbed by Django. And also you can choose some category or you can totally drop it. So I'm gonna use new category here just to prove that this thing is working. Save, and now if I go to photos, there you go, this image, last one, is the first in the results. We're gonna also learn how to order results in Django. That's just 2 lines of code, nothing special. So you can turn this into a blog or something like that, but the moral of the story, the focus will be just on images. Right? So my advice here is don't watch this playlist. I'm gonna be completely honest, if you don't have basics of Django. So on my channel you have like 3 or 4 dedicated playlists, including shop CMS in Django, where I'm going into very detailed explanation what is what in Django. So to track this, what's happening here in this playlist, you need to know, well, at least basics. What is settings.py, how to create a virtual environment in Django, what is URLs, what is views, what are models, how to create templates and stuff like that. So at least some basic knowledge, and I'm gonna show you the source code briefly right here. Where is that thing? I'm gonna use Atom, you can use whatever you like. Settings.py, we're gonna mess around with that. Nothing special. We're gonna have a couple of entries here in installed applications. Down there we're gonna have thing for static and media files. Basically, because you have additional application which is CK Editor, you also need to tinker about those static files because CK Editor is big. And yeah, now another thing that is important here, URLs. Well, nothing special, but as I said, you need to know at least basics of it. I'm gonna explain that also in detail, but you're gonna be much better if you know that thing up till now. Models are not that complicated. As I said, you can disregard categories, but I'm gonna use it anyway. And actually, the focus here will be on photo model, which is actually in a background dedicated table, guys, table and not database, in SQLite database emulation. The SQLite, this thing here, is actually just file with very special structure that will emulate client-server architecture. You can think about that as well. Another thing, of course, we need to include models in our admin control panel, Django administration, because otherwise you will not be able to see that option to upload new images. And templates, classical Django stuff. Inside the templates we have them dedicated folder for custom pages, for listings, and base.html is just full of Bootstrap 4 code. So yeah, these things are pretty much generic, and that's what we're doing in this playlist. So let me repeat one more time. Focus will be on image uploading, and when you're done with that, you can boost this to blog CMS, image CMS with the gallery, Bootstrap 4 cards. You can turn this into some kind of 4chan board, something like that. With the Django, of course, because hosting of Django is actually not that expensive. If you check Python Anywhere, you're gonna see that you get a lot of stuff for free, and for $5 a month you can get servers, at least virtual environment at the day servers that can handle like 100 hits a day, something like that. Check that, but on top of my mind, that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, in the next tutorial we're gonna start typing some code. It will not be difficult. I'm gonna go explain that into great details, but you're gonna be much better if you know at least Django a little bit. And on my channel you do have that 3 or 4 dedicated playlists if this is like too much at the moment for you. Okay guys, I'm gonna shut up. Thanks for watching as always, and see you in the next tutorial. We're gonna create, Django project, Django application, and we're gonna mess around with settings.py, critical file in Django. Okay, thanks for watching. See you there.